basically says you're not getting food as well. So thank you.
I do, but I just so much Sunday, I went away for last week by the way, nothing like no, these are some it's not I like
meeting of the Student Government Association of High Point University to order. Let the minutes reflect that at 7:04 p.m., the Student Government Association met in Phillips Lecture Hall. Without objection, we will postpone the reading of the minutes. Seeing none, we will now have Savannah Cosgrove, Vice President of University Engagement, come forward to lead us all in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now move into quorum check. please scan the QR code at this time. If there's any guests, please raise your hand so we can go ahead and count that for attendance. We will now move into unfinished business. Mr. Attorney General, is there any unfinished business?
There is no unfinished business.
With that, we will now move into updates. I'd like to invite a representative from Circle K to the front.
So we invite members to do stuff, this organization, which is National Certificate, and all high school students are able to attend. So I hope that everyone can do what they can to help us raise money for the state cause.
Thank you. Now I'd like to invite the representative from BPA to the front.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Good. Well, you know, I'm the student body president, but I also have the joy of being the founder and advisor for Business Professionals of America. And we have an amazing event happening on October 14th at 6 p.m. That's going to be on a Tuesday. It's going to be at Common Yard. So this is our Chamber of Commerce event that we're having with Elevate HP. So there's going to be different companies and employers from all aspects. So there's business, sales, communications, health, all of that kind of stuff. And we are going to be there to kind of build mentorship. It's going to be a mentorship event, networking event, and we are a partner of SGA. So our representatives from BPA that will share there today.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah Risen. I'm the events coordinator for BPA. I went last year. It was a great opportunity. I met a lot of good representatives out in our community, and I actually got to connect with some of them and got their business cards as well. It's really a great opportunity for any major, and it's just good to have experience networking in a pretty small setting, which would be great for any major as well.
I am creative director and professional development chair. I help plan this event. Make sure you guys scan the QR code for the RSVP link. And yeah, it's a really good event that everyone should show up to. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Now I'd like to invite a representative to the front from Volunteer Center.
Hi everyone, my name is Dylan Fickney, president of the Volunteer Center. Currently we have our hunger challenge going on where we raise canned goods for our community to give back to the High Point area, Greensboro area, Winston-Salem. So if you guys are doing your service hours, you give back to your community, scan the QR code and get involved with us. Thank you.
Now I'd like to move into our last update. I'd like to invite the class of 2027.
evening, everyone. I'm Ben Carter. I'm the class of 27 president. I'm just here to inform you that tomorrow from 12 to 2 in the Wilson Ballroom, that's just on the first floor, the second floor, I guess. When you walk in all the way down to the left, we will be having an internship panel. This is something that we find super important for all our students, but specifically as juniors, what we want to focus on is everybody having an internship next summer. Super vital for your professional career. And this is going to be student-led. All the students on the panel have had great internship opportunities. They have a lot of wisdom, a lot of advice to give to you, so we just hope to see you guys there.
With that, we will now move into the finance update.
Hey everyone, we have a bill account balance of $131,240.95. The total of all bills being proposed today is at $39,286.06. The total of all bills approved by the Finance Committee is $9,992.87. And then the total bill account balance, if all bills pass, will be $91,954.89. Thank you.
We will now move into bill submissions. So, as a couple reminders, only senators, class officers, and then voting BC members from SGA have a vote. Now, everybody does have a voice, so if you'd like to raise your hand, please do. We'd love to hear from you. No matter which side of the room, if you're in the middle, left, or right, please go ahead and comment on anything that you feel necessary to. We are going to keep discussions to a maximum of about 7 minutes. Respective organizations are going to have about 3 minutes to present. So keep that in mind for the organizations that are going to be up here today, and then how many questions do get asked throughout the night. So, Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the first bill/resolution?
S-26-04.
Will the treasurer please read this organization's fundraised account balance?
$8,334.63.
Will the club representative please approach the podium?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Meredith Day, and I'm the president of the Board of Stewards. Tonight, we are here to request the support of the Student Government Association for a pilgrimage opportunity during spring break, Saturday, February 21st through Friday, February 27th to San Antonio, Texas. This pilgrimage is more than just a trip. It is a chance for our members, along with chapel participants, to take a journey that brings us closer to God. In San Antonio, we'll be focusing on 2 major initiatives: serving the flood victims in Central Texas and providing support to immigrant communities in need. As the Board of Stewards, our mission is to be the hands and feet of Christ, not only in our campus community, but wherever we have the chance to serve. This pilgrimage will allow High Point University students to grow in their relationship with God and actively serve God's people where the need is great. We ask for SGA support to make this life-changing journey possible.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emerson Hansen, and I'm the Vice President of the Board of Stewards. So I've actually been privileged of going on 2 of these pilgrimages, one to Greece and one to Italy. And I can confidently say that these have been some of the most impactful and life-changing experiences of my life. They push me outside of my comfort zone, allow me to grow in so many ways as a person, but most importantly, help me to deepen my faith. And that's in large part due to the mentors we have in the chapel and the amazing peers that I was able to go on these trips with that made it even more attractive. I think what makes the chapel pilgrimage program so powerful is that regardless of the destination or the itinerary of the trip, the faculty and advisors in the chapel are dedicated to providing students with the tools and the resources needed for true transformation. So that's why I'm here today, to ask for your support and funding on the next pilgrimage so more students can have that same kind of life-changing experience that I took.
In the past, we have pitched some larger bills for international pilgrimages, and we are so grateful for the support SGA has given us. The bill we are asking for this year is substantially less due to the fact that it is a domestic trip.
Hello, I'm Thomas Owen, TSGA rep for Board of Stewards. I just want to take you guys with some quick numbers. We're hoping to bring 14 students and 2 advisors on a 7-day trip. We're planning to fly out of Charlotte and stay in a Verbo. The current total estimated cost of this trip is $18,820, but we have a $200 per student contribution and a $6,000 contribution from the chapel, meaning we're only asking for $10,020. We'd be eternally grateful for your help. Do you have any questions?
I was just wondering about the miscellaneous expenses, but I also want to voice my support for this bill. And definitely for, I know that like the board was just kind of like perhaps when you have also community initiative, but I just want to hear a little bit more about what those miscellaneous expenses are.
Those are going to be our advisor meals and also tipping for our guides and some financial support to the organization.
That was Greg, Religious Life Senator. I'd also like to voice my support for this bill, as since you've already raised over half of the bill that you have requested. I see this fair. Every president's been on this trip. I've heard positive feedback from them, so I don't see why I have another one.
Ryan Side, hello, Representative. I just like to voice my support for this bill. My only question is how many people are going to this?
There's 14 people here. We all have 2 advisors.
Yeah.
First, the Mayor, Vice President, Religious Affairs, and the voice my support for this bill. The Board of Stewards has done great work for our community and raising over $10,000 for Angel Tree last year to support the community. They do great work. They raised $10,000 for West End Initiative last month. And this is a trip that will also bring university recognition. They're going to help people with the service trip. So I'm so grateful for what you guys do.
Jackie Goldrock, Senator for School of Engineering. I would also like to voice my support for this bill. Texas has been deeply impacted, like with the floods, and you guys being able to provide support to this community is absolutely crucial. Like again, SGA last year provided support during Hurricane Helene, so I believe it's important to continue helping during natural disaster events and providing service at these communities.
Jackson Jones, Vice President of Community Belonging. I'd like to voice my support for this bill.
Amen.
Absolutely, Vice President. I'd also like to voice my support for this bill. Would also like a motion.
Motion?
Second.
We will now open the floor for voting. In the opinion of the chair, this bill has passed. Before we move on to our next bill, I'd like to remind everybody in the audience that we shouldn't be on our phones while people are up here presenting as well. So please be courteous of that while people are presenting up here. Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the next bill/resolution?
S-26-05.
Will the treasurer please read this organization's fundraised account balance?
$2,547.56.
Will the club representative please approach the podium?
Hello everybody, I am Skylar Gangstead. I'm going to be president of, I am the president of Society of Physics Students. I'm presenting the bill for our conference. We're going to a Society of Physics Students conference in Colorado. Denver, Colorado. This is a big deal for us as it happens only every 3 years. This is a big opportunity for people presenting as well as people not presenting, as it gives an idea of supporting High Point University as a school as well as for our physics department. There'll be a total of 8 people presenting, and we're hoping to bring a total of 18 students 18 students to the conference. The reason why we're bringing more than just presenters is because first off, as our Society of Physics students, we are able to present our board and present what we do here at High Point. One of those things is going to be that Children's Museum, as we go ahead and give support to the Children's Museum as in teaching young students about the world of science and physics. So we'll present that in Denver, Colorado, showcases what we're doing in HPU, as well as giving a majority of those students opportunity to network and communicate with other possible opportunities for research as well as for grad schools.
Hi everyone. If you don't recognize me from last time, I'm Caitlin Wiegert. I'm the treasurer of SPS, and I'm just going to hit you with some numbers. So our total expenses that we got this time is $20,964. Keep in mind that we have 18 students going, 2 faculty. The registration fee, we have $310 per student now because everyone's an SPS member, and then $425 for the faculty members. The hotel is the Sherrington Denver Hotel. The conference gives students a reduced rate of about $250 per room per night. And we're estimating now for staying 3 nights in 10 rooms, and so that totals out to be $7,500 each. And then the transportation is about $360 for airfare flying out of Charlotte, which is $6,480. And then we also have the $28 for the light rail transportation. And we have a student contribution of $135 per student, and we have the URCW contributing about $8,000 for the entire trip. So that's $10,430. And the URCW is funding $500 for students that are presenting and going to other conferences, $1,000 for students that are presenting and not going to other conferences, and $250 for the 10 students that aren't presenting. So that's $2,500 for those. So that gives us a total request of $10,534. And thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?
We will now open the floor for voting.
Senior Class President Casey Williams, thank you guys for coming back again to the Senate. My first question is, do you guys have funding for an advisor as well? Because you guys have funding for 18 students, but you're looking for an advisor too?
Some of the funding is included in the numbers. I was specifically focusing on the 18 students, but we do have the registration fee being included, and the hotel fee, and just a little bit for transportation. But the URCW is contributing, I think, $1,000 for both of our faculty advisors. So that's not included in the URCW funding.
Additionally, so we don't have to cover, I guess, for a travel for the advisor, right? That's what you're
right.
saying. So then on top of that, do we need to bring, I know we
We have 18 students signed up and all of the paperwork has been submitted. The reason why we're including students that aren't just presenting and is because a lot of these students are either juniors or seniors, and while yes, they may not be presenting research, it's still imperative that they go and they represent. And for the students that are sophomores and freshmen, just getting their name and networking out there and getting the opportunity to at least see what an RAU looks like, seeing, because there are, yes, schools are going to be there showcasing like their summer research, and we gotta get our students that don't have like, the research here able to see what research looks like, and you know, getting their name out there, getting our name out there.
Madam Service Center for Women's Life, I would actually like to voice my support for this bill, as the last time y'all came here, our offer was like 18 grand, and y'all managed to cut that in half. Not to mention, just those are students that are not presenting. I see that they have, there's been contributions made for them over $2,500. So I would say, with all that being said, I believe it would be fair for this bill to pass that rate. Y'all go forward with this.
Thomas Owens, class of 2026. I would also like to voice my support for this bill. This is the only general, from what I actually looked this up after laughing. From what I know, this is the only general physics conference for undergraduate students in America. So like the next closest one is in Canada. So this is the only chance for students to network. This is the only chance for all these people to learn about it. If you're a sophomore, you have to go, even if you're not. This is like your only chance to get that experience. And it only happens
Senator Donovan, for the school community, I'd like to show my support for this bill. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for every student here at Highland Grove.
Jackie Bogart, School of Engineering. I would also like to voice my support. I am vice president for this club, and this is only an opportunity, again, that's once every 2 years. And a lot of these students, even if they aren't designing research, they're going to network for internships because there's going to be a lot of other universities, there's going to be so many other professors. It's crucial for getting into graduate programs. And again, it is $11,000, but considering we only ask for this funding once every 2 years, you can split that to roughly like $4,000 each year. And again, crucial opportunity. There's so many fun things to do, so many interesting things to get to know laboratories. It's just an amazing opportunity.
With that, we will now open the floor for vote.
Yeah.
In the opinion of the chair, this bill has not passed. We can go ahead and take questions for about 1 minute. So yeah.
Can we resubmit this bill immediately and amend it to 8 students? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Can we re-vote on that then? After the total is found?
There would need to be a motion for that?
I motion.
Right. Yes, as soon as the total is compensated, yes. Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the next bill/resolution?
S-26-08.
Will the treasurer please read this organization's fundraising account?
$320.
Will the club representative please approach the podium?
Hello, everyone. My name is James Weisbeck. I'm the president of the Entrepreneurship Club. We have an incredible opportunity to send a team of student entrepreneurs to the CEO Global Conference in Tampa this October. This is the largest gathering of collegiate entrepreneurs in the world, with thousands coming together to learn, pitch, network, and represent their universities. We have gone to this event before, including myself. I was able to make tons of valuable connections and learn so much through the sessions. I was even able to watch one of our students make it to the finals of the pitch competition and watch another student make a connection for an internship. It honestly was one of the most valuable experiences I had to do here at High Point. This isn't just a trip, it's exposure and momentum for our club. Attending means our students get direct access to workshops, competitions, and networking that can translate into internships, startup funding, and real partnerships. But it's bigger than that. When HBU shows up strong, the common school entrepreneurship is instantly visible on the national stage, helping attract future students, faculty, and opportunities back to our campus. Our budget is lean: shared rooms, discounted flights, student contributions, and early bird registration. 10 students and 1 faculty member are going to be going. We're asking student government to help make that possible, not as a one-time expense, but as an investment that pays dividends in student success, school representation, and long-term reputation from the conference and pitch competition. This is the very first spotlight for the Common School of Entrepreneurship. This is where we plant our flag and where we show the rest of the country what HBU students are building. This event is a great opportunity for our most engaged student entrepreneurs to represent themselves and our brand new school of Common Entrepreneurship on a global stage. Thank you. Any questions?
Building Blaze for School of Humanities. So, will you be having any of the students who are going on this trip be paying for any of these expenses?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to have each person going paying $250.
Madam Spring Senator from the Legion Flight. I wanted to ask about the housing fees. Could you give more detail into what exactly that's spent on?
Yeah, so we're at where the conference is being held, so it's for convenience.
Class 2026 treasurer, would you be able to break down the registration fees and also how many students will you be sending through this?
Yeah, so we need 10 students and 1 faculty member.
Registration fees are
$575 per student.
Our class 27 president, just to reiterate, you guys will be competing.
Yes, all participants will be participating in this competition.
Casey Williams, senior class president. I want to voice my support for your bill today. I know the entrepreneurship school is very new at High Point University, so this will be y'all's first opportunity to present yourself in the local stage, so I do want to voice my support today.
Thank you.
Casey Mehta, Senator from the School of Entrepreneurship. I would like to voice my support for the passing of this bill. It's a great opportunity for our new school to showcase on the national level, and I think this is a wonderful networking opportunity for students that will be attending this, so you have my full unconditional support.
Thank you.
Adriana Salazar, South School of Education Senator. How are students selected to go on to this trip?
Yeah, so we actually have a written application process as well as an interview with some of the entrepreneurship faculty.
Leadership Senator Class of 2028. Can you give us a breakdown of what exactly students we will have this event?
Yeah, so what we did when I got there last time is during the day, it's lots of different speakers. It's rotating through different rooms within the conference center. Different speakers, whether it's a venture funding guy or an experienced entrepreneur. And then there's also different interactive sessions. So you're kind of in sessions throughout the day, and then there's multiple keynote speakers with meals and stuff like that, as well as the pitch competition.
We'll now open the floor to vote. In the opinion of the chair, this bill has passed.
Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the last bill?
S-26-09.
Will the treasurer please read this organization's fundraising account balance?
$314.71.
Will the club representative please approach the podium? You may now present your bill.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. My name is Tomo Bello. I'm the current president of the NABA chapter, and I'm coming by.
Shelby Scott, and I am the vice president of NABA here at Hyde University.
Riley Mobley, secretary and SGA representative for NABA.
So today we are asking for funding to go to our national or regional conference in Atlanta. It will be taking place on October 31st through November 2nd. This is the third time we've been able to go, and we've gone every single time since we've been chartered. Previously, we've been able to get sponsorship, but due to certain circumstances, we no longer have been able to get sponsorship to this conference. We are taking 12 members as well as one advisor. The reason why this is really important is many of you know that in the field of accounting and finance, first of all, NABA takes all students, but we are hyper-focused on accounting and finance. And in those sectors, target schools is a really big thing, and High Point University, unfortunately, is just not a target school when it comes to accounting and finance. And being able to have exposure to different professionals at that level, all Big Four accounting firms will be there, all top 10 major banks will be there. There's 50 plus chapters in the Southern region that will be attending this. This is a moment for us to really be able to put our name out there. I, as well as every single member of my DC, has been able to get internships. I've also gotten my full-time job through this opportunity, and really being able to give back and pour back to the school is a big thing. NABA is an organization that is built on being able to give opportunities to minority students, and having a voice and having a time to do so is really, really important. And these connections don't only help members here, it also helps the school. Some of these connections that I've been relationships that I've fostered through NABA have also helped HBCPD in terms of their pursuit of being able to give resources and opportunities for HB in the city. So this is something that can really put our school on the map. I know that I've spoken to people at Morgan Stanley, and their side, they want to get more high point students because of that. But I got that opportunity through this conference. So really being able to attend this is really, really important for us to do so.
And the last thing we'd like to mention is that this conference does allow students to get more visibility as to allowing them to have different workshops through bettering themselves through pitch competitions in addition to resume workshops. And with this, there is a $10,000 scholarship that NABA gives out. So by attending these different conferences allows the student to be better suited to receive those higher
for scholarships.
Thank you. What else? Any other questions?
Hannah Risen, Phillips School Business Senator. I want to voice my support for this bill. I think it's a great opportunity to really get our business students out there, and I just think that it's a great opportunity for anyone that can go.
N.A. Edwards, Class 20 Athletic Senator. I'm the membership chair of NABA, and I wanted to voice my support for this bill. As someone who went to the national convention, really the opportunity to network and meet business professionals, and you are participating in events of the whole thing, no matter if it's listening to speakers or doing other workshops.
Jackson Jones, Vice President of Community and also this bill. I love how it's not university as a whole. That it's an amazing thing to see all of these.
I like that about the senator. I just have a quick question. How do you select those 12 students to join this?
Yeah, so the selection process for this, our chapter has grown a lot this year, and being able to take underclassmen is a really big thing about that, as we kind of select that based off who's eligible, who is prepared enough to be able to go to this conference and showcase High Point in the best way. Over 50% of the people attending are juniors or seniors, and this may be their last chance to secure an internship. If you guys don't know, in business, it's accounting and finance, they recruit almost a year and a half to 2 years in advance. So if you're not interviewing, and there are on-site interviews as well, so people can leave this conference with an internship or a job right after. And if you're not interviewing at this time as a sophomore or junior, it's really tough after you graduate.
Personally, I do both class of 2026 and as coordinator. I would like to voice my support for you guys. I think it's awesome that everyone that attended was able to have internships and you guys came back with proof that helps. So I think you guys should be able to continue to do so.
I'd like to echo my next coordinator, Casey One, senior class president. I'd also like to voice my support. I've been able to see NABA grow for the past 3 years. I started my freshman year. And again, I'm a little biased in this as well. My brother was able to get $10,000 scholarship as well, and also to secure a big internship. So this is a great organization. I'm really proud of the work you guys have done in the past 3 years, and I'd like to make a motion to put this to a vote.
Motion.
Second. We will now open the floor to voting. In the opinion of the chair, this bill has passed. We will now move into the presentation of legislation. Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the first resolution?
RF-26-01.
Will the sponsors please approach the podium? You may now present your resolution.
Hello, everybody. So, as we all remember from the last week, there was a very divisive topic, or not divisive topic, there was a very popular topic that was addressed, that being the new attendance policy, where students who miss more than 25% of classes, they will be dropped from their classes. And while we do agree skipping is bad, we do not support that. We do want to make sure there's protections in place for students who are disabled, attending career and professional development events, and also in athletics, because these things happen. If you get sick and then like you have an athletic thing you go to, there's just so many things that happen, and making sure that we have a standardized appeals process is crucial to making sure these students who are putting in the work are still being able to take their classes and don't have to be at risk of being dropped. All right, we shall move into questions if that's okay.
Okay, we will now open the floor to voting. Oh, one.
Yeah, I have one. Until I stop class of 2026 treasurer, I'd like to voice my support. I don't think that anyone should be dropped from a class if they have a disability or if they have a medical reason for skipping that class. So I just vote this
Really appreciate it.
All right, now we will open the floor to voting. In the opinion of the chair, this resolution has passed. Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the second resolution?
RF-26-02.
Will the sponsors please approach the podium? You may now present your resolution.
Right. As we know, another popular UCAB topic. So this is an act to provide plentiful parking and housing to all students on campus. So we want to make sure students have access to parking and housing on campus as high funding continues to admit more students. Upperclassmen are struggling to find parking along with faculty due to extensive number of early decision parking spots and then growing number of students on campus. So, and also the quantity and quality of parking spaces are becoming less available to all students, including freshmen, upperclassmen, and again, professors. And then students with housing accommodations, this is more so the housing side. There is temporary housing in case of emergency, like a pipe breaks or something. But students who have disabilities may not be able to be placed into emergency housing because, let's say you have quiet housing, single, etc., and or even like the wheelchair ramp, things to that effect, you may not be able to get put into a dorm that meets your accommodations. And for students with disabilities, it can be very harmful if you don't have access to all the resources you need, especially in an emergency. So this is kind of to help reallocate parking to make sure these early decision spots are either, again, downsized, although they have been taking measures to do that, and also maybe move them into other parking spots, making sure they aren't impacting the overall student body and professors as much. And then making sure that these students with housing accommodations are being able to be placed in temporary housing when the need arises.
We will now open the floor for discussion.
Exactly, in the School of Education, I guess,
Paul Cusimano, Honors College. Two questions. One, where do you propose more parking?
So to address the parking question, again, that would be up to the university to decide what place would best suit students. I have seen like a lot of students in the couch area, like that's probably one of the more popular spots on campus. So maybe looking for something in that area. Again, it is up to the university because I'm not aware of all the planning that goes into selecting these spots. And there might be something that's restricted for, like, say, another school. Again, it's not up to me. But again, like what I think, again, moving some of these early decision spots and then also areas where it's clear on campus. So like, not necessarily
adding like more parking decks, but if there's like maybe, sorry, I'm looking for the words. Whenever there's like more green, like the lawn spaces like kind of near like lot 8B, extending those maybe a little bit if there's room, just those type of things.
And then why is parking and housing on one bill? Because these seem like very separate topics. Why is it on one bill?
I think parking and housing actually do align very much because again, the student body is growing. This is a very big issue for commuter students, students with disabilities, like too, like commuter students, they're trying to park on campus whenever they have like off-campus housing. It's just, housing and parking, again, with the student body increasing, I just think they align very much.
I apologize for talking all night long, but Casey Williams, Senior Class President. First, thank you so much for advocating for our university. You've done such a great job. It takes a lot to go up there and present bills and legislation, so congratulations to you. I want to voice my support for this bill or for this legislation. I think it's absolutely amazing that you care so much about it, and I also care too.
I don't know going back to school communities. I've also like to voice my support for this bill because I know the teachers who have had trouble trying to find a parking spot here on campus because of how bad this parking situation is.
Comment on class 2026. Again, if you have had a professor talking about how bad parking is, you are any few students. But I would also like to
Motion? Second. We will now open the floor for voting. In the opinion of the chair, this resolution has passed. Will you be returning? Mr. Attorney General, will you please present the third resolution?
RF-26-03.
Will the sponsors please approach the podium? You may now present your resolution.
All right. Sorry you guys are having to deal with me for a third time, but this is an act to provide a lounge and or locker space to commuter students. I actually had some students come up to me and address like, hey, we kind of want to make sure, like for commuter students, they're having either to travel from Greensboro, family houses, like Aldridge, North College Court, and a lot of them are having issues where it's like, hey, I don't feel like I'm able to really participate in extracurriculars because I have to head home. I don't have a place that says relax between classes. There are some notes I do want to highlight because I did send out a poll and had commuter students fill it out. Again, I guess the experience as a commuter student and then also what they think benefits of a lounge and locker space would be. So long days and gaps between classes, commuters having long breaks between classes and no private place to go can be draining and isolating. It's hard to rest and recharge during those gaps. Commuters often carry multiple bags of books, meals, gym clothes, materials for clubs and events. Lack of secure storage means carrying heavy items during the day, making repeated trips to the car. Also, if someone else is driving the student, then they don't have anywhere to store their stuff, they're relying on somebody else. Parking challenges too. Parking can be difficult to find. Having a locker space and lounge area kind of helps with that since that's a place they can go grab their stuff. And then also the social disconnection because a lot of commuters felt left out of campus life. Since many friendships and events happen in these dorms, that's where a sense of community comes from.
And whenever like they aren't able to meet people, it's hard to feel included and stay engaged with campus activities, and also a lack of a place to store event supplies, and discourages involvement in clubs, leadership roles, and campus events. So the benefits of a lounge: convenience and storage. Students can conveniently store books, event materials, food, etc. Comfort and rest. Being able to recharge, nap, recover from breaks. Study and productivity, having a dedicated space where commuter students can focus and study. And then try to create space of home base for commuters to meet each other, build friendships, and feel more included in campus life.
Commuters are a very valuable part of our campus community, and if any of you commute, could you please raise a hand just so we can? Thank you. And we would love to do this just to make it easier for y'all. I know, especially being involved in Senate and having to change, it can be kind of difficult sometimes. So we hope this helps y'all. Any questions?
Yeah, my campaign PSB. So there's commuter-only spaces.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
So it would be commuter-only spaces.
Yes, it would kind of be similar to a lounge, like where you have to have like key card access, similar to you getting into a dorm. It would just be a lounge and locker area for these students to kind of hang out. Again, the university would have to assess where best to put this. But I addressed in my poll that I sent out all the concerns for students to put, so that way the university can decide the best place to allocate for these students if the resolution is passed.
Vice President Academic. Just for clarification, are you proposing another building, or are you proposing a place where we have Algeria?
No, I'm not proposing another building, just any space that isn't necessarily being used. For example, if it's a classroom that they're looking at renovating, then I think that would be a really good area. Again, it's up to the university to decide it, but I highly doubt it would be an actual building itself.
So let's say that somebody stores their space up in the space. How do they make sure that somebody stores somebody else in that space?
Yeah, I would assume it would be kind of like, if you've gone to a Planet Fitness or something and you're able to go up and there's lockers and you're able to choose a locker, it'll have a space where it's you can open it, but then you can reset the password, whatever you need it to be. It would be kind of similar to that in a sense, I would imagine. So that way it's not students having each individual locker space. It's more so first come, first served, and for what people have available. We do not. However, this is kind of intended to act more as a lounge. So, for example, if you go to the computer science lounge, for example, there's not going to be all students in there. There's going to be some students who just want to go somewhere else. But this would kind of be a hub for those students who choose to use the space.
Article Anderson, class 2027 Senator. So you're saying the goal is to get our commuter students more connected with the individuals who are living on campus, but the proposed idea is a space for commuter students only. I just kind of want to hear more about that.
Yes. Specifically with that, we're trying to make sure that students are more involved in student life. For example, being able to participate in extracurriculars. If you're really drained after the day and you don't have a more so private place to go, for example, a lot of us use the dorm lounges, then it can be very difficult to maintain that connection with the campus because you're I just want to go home. And too, with, this actually does a bit of a thing, but too, with the shuttle systems on campus, a lot of students might also be oh, I'm just going to go catch the shuttle. I'm not going to really be involved in campus because it is a little bit difficult. We have had issues with the shuttle systems brought up at NABA.
Right now, we can't talk about. So would this only just be for commuter students that don't have dorms, or would this be for those students, like you said, who got more college, or all the those that there's still dorms not commuters in?
Yeah, I do want to say that I think the important
The community that we want to address most is going to be those students who are living like 20 minutes or so away from here, or even in the off-campus houses. I don't know how far away from campus those extend. But again, it's up to the university to decide how exactly we want to implement that space. And again, that's why I created that Google form. So when this resolution gets passed, we can give all this information to the administration for them to best implement this.
Yeah, Mike Aaron, PhD, I'd like a motion to vote.
We will now open the floor for voting. In the opinion of the chair, this resolution has not passed. So as we go on, we did mention earlier about voting on this again with a smaller amount. I'd like to invite the Society of Physics students back down to kind of go over your changes, and then I have a voting link on the next slide as well.
Thank you for just allowing us to make amendments to the bill for that. So the new requested amount is $5,430. The registration total is $3,330, and this includes only 8 students and our 2 faculty advisors. And then we have the travel being just for the students, including the air travel fee, and that is $360 for 8 students, plus the light rail for both the students and the faculty. So that is $3,880, and then the hotel would be for the students at the reduced price that the conference gives us, and that's $4,200. So this is just including the 8 students and only 2 faculty for coming.
Great, since we already had a discussion, we're just going to go right into voting, so you guys can go ahead and stand that now. In the opinion of the chair, this bill has passed. We will now move into new business. Will you be returning? So this evening, we will be swearing in our class of 2029 class officers and then our EC proposed positions. So I'd like to invite our Chief Justice, Rowan Treatley, to the front, along with our proposed EC positions.
your right hand and repeat after me. And we're just going to do that first. I state your name and position.
I, Gunnar Swanson, Executive Attorney General,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution
to uphold the Constitution
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
of High Point University,
of High Point University,
the University Conduct Code,
the University Conduct Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and I swear to perform,
and I swear to perform,
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my ability,
the duties and responsibilities
the duties and responsibilities
of the office which I now assume.
of the office of which I now assume.
Congratulations. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name and position.
I, Larissa Klinger, Vice President, Religious Affairs.
I, Corey Kalinowski, VP of Admission and Outreach.
I, Jack Armio, VP of Alumni Relations.
I, Ashton Wimberly, Leadership Development Chair.
I, Tegan Brown, VP, External Communications.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution
to uphold the Constitution
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
of High Point University,
of High Point University,
the University Conduct Code,
the University Conduct Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and I swear to perform
and I swear to perform
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
the duties and responsibilities
the duties and responsibilities
of the office which I now assume.
of the office of which I now assume.
Congratulations.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and invite our class of 2029 class officers down.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name and position.
I, David Parko, class of 2029, class president.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution
to uphold the Constitution
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
of High Point University,
of High Point University,
the University Conduct Code,
the University Conduct Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and I swear to perform
and I swear to perform
to the best of my
to the
abilities
best of my ability
the duties and responsibilities
the duties and responsibilities
of the office which I now assume.
of the office which I now assume.
Congratulations. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name and position.
Oh, I'm sorry. I, Blake Bird. What was the next word?
State your name.
Treasurer of class 2029.
I, Preston Hardegrove, 2029 Events Coordinator.
I, Anya Covington, Class of 2029, External Communications Chair.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution
to uphold the Constitution
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
of High Point University,
of High Point University,
the University Conduct Code,
the University Conduct Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and the University Honor Code,
and I swear to perform
and I swear to perform
to the best of my abilities
to the best of my abilities
the duties and responsibilities
the duties and responsibilities
of the office which I now assume.
of the office which I now assume.
Congratulations.
We will now move into end of meeting announcements.
make sure that all bill requests are submitted by Wednesday before Senate at 11:59 p.m. Finance requests, we're getting a ton of those, so just make sure that you're putting them in as early as possible. We're looking for 3 to 4 weeks prior to the event or whatever you might need it for. Financial standing emails are going to be coming out pretty soon here, so we will be in contact about where clubs and organizations are standing. If you have any questions, email me or come to my office hours on Tuesday or Thursday, 9:30 to 11:30. Thank you.
Hi everybody. Hopefully I haven't heard my voice a little bit too much tonight. But I just wanted to tell you guys about some upcoming events that we have for SGA. So this weekend we have the Alpha Gamma Delta and SGA Family Weekend Barbecue. So that's going to be basically a pig roast at the Greek Courts. So what time is that? 11 to 2. So then next week we will have the SGA Chapel service as well. That'll be on Wednesday. Larissa, do you kind of want to say something about that?
Sure, so it'll be at 5:30, SGA will all be there, we'll be able to, engage with everyone, share a little bit about our goals and initiatives, and I'd love for you all to know.
Great, thank you. So then 2029 Senator decisions will be released tomorrow. So I know that there are a couple of 2029 Senator applicants in the crowd. We thank you for being here tonight, but you will figure out tomorrow whether you did or did not get the position to be a senator. Resolutions, you guys must come to office hours before submitting. I know that this week Claudia and I were a bit out when it came to resolutions. We were getting stuff done, but please come to those office hours before you. If that's an appointment or then our regular office hours, will always be in there as well. So just stop by. It's that room in Collinsville right across from CBD. Yeah. But EC Town Hall next week. This is something that we have not done in the past. EC Town Hall is basically going to see all of these spaces up here, along with these spaces over here, up in front, and you guys get to ask any question that you have for us. I know that we've gotten so many emails about so many different things, and we'd love to hash it out right here and figure out what's going on. And then my last thing is thank you to HPU Vision. If you guys see these 3 cameras, 1, 2, 3, this has been something that this was something that I promised in our campaign, and as soon as I found HPU Vision, I knew exactly who I wanted to do this with. So I can't thank HPU Vision enough. It's been absolutely amazing working with them so far, and I can't wait to see how tonight turned out. Hopefully good. Yeah, that's about it for me. Thank you guys. The chair will now entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion. Second? Second.